You spot Chinese policy in every area.
China and the European Union is at the forefront.
That the American people should buy more expensive products. The use of artificial intelligence for military purposes.
中国很好。
尊敬的罗曼教授您好，感谢您在中国北京接受我的独家专访。So you spot Chinese policy in every area, yes?
One of the excellent one, maybe the excellent example of that is the Belt and Road Initiative. The Belt and Road Initiative is exactly about the cooperation for infrastructure, cooperation in which there are common interests. There are common interests. Obviously, common interests make a very good ally, very good mixture in order to promote important projects. And we have seen already a large number of the projects under the Belt and Road Initiative which succeeded.
那么您也刚才提到说，特别的支持我们中方的很多政策啊。那么在您看来，中欧合作的关键的领域在哪里？那么双方应该如何减少贸易壁垒，让双边的企业能够更好的通畅的交流合作
Indeed, today, as we speak, the question of the cooperation between China and the European Union is at the forefront. It's one of the most important issues in our world, obviously. And you are mentioning the complementary advantages which are there in order to increase this cooperation or keep the best of this cooperation. We have to remember that some of the big companies, European companies, are already present in China and are producing their products. You see these Siemens, BMW, French companies, Italian companies, no? Are already producing a lot in China. And there are even probably more advantages to be discovered, to be identified, and to have some kind of a package of common interests, as I mentioned before. There are common interests for China and the European Union to put them together, and that is, of course, the comparative advantages, which are those to whom we address in order to increase cooperation. Right now, of course, the problem is to balance the trade between China and the European Union. And there is a work to be done very seriously in order to have a more balanced trade between China and the European Union. Of course, the big companies working in China would like to continue because they have good profit here. And on the other side, they need to protect the jobs within their countries, in France, in Germany, and many other countries. So this is something which can be done by seriously addressing the issue, analyzing all the aspects, and come to a table and resolve these things. It's complex maybe, but in the end, we can resolve that. And that in the present situation in which even the European Union is threatened by the tariffs announced by President Trump, of course, the European Union has an increased interest in cooperating.
您表示说，罗马尼亚90%的这个太阳能发电设施都是采用的我们中国制造的设备，它们都是 Made in China。那么，中国在可再生能源的技术进步，对于欧洲能源转型，在您看来有怎样重要的影响？那么，未来中欧在绿色科技、碳中和目标上，您认为应该可以如何加强合作？发展中国家应该如何平衡经济发展和绿色转型之间两者的关系
？There are many fields in which China and Romania could very successfully develop some projects. Some years ago, I proposed a list of such kind of projects which could be developed, for instance, under the Belt and Road Initiative. Already in Romania, the Chinese technology and the Chinese equipment in the field of green energy,
green energy,
are very much present. 90%, even more, of the solar farms and the power storage facilities, batteries, are developed in Romania with the Chinese technology and Chinese equipment, which is very important, and it has to continue. Also, there are other projects which I personally think could be successfully developed. For instance, in Romania, there is under construction already too many years a large canal for the irrigation, bringing water from the north of Romania, where there is more water, to the agricultural land in the south. The land is very good quality, but there is not enough water. So this canal, about 400 kilometers, would be capable to irrigate almost 500,000 hectares. That's a project which could be
so big
easily developed with Chinese design, Chinese investment, because food is always there to be. There is no humanity without food. I mean, you always need food.
Yes.
Always need food.
Yes.
Even if it is, for instance, to transfer that food to countries where it's famine, like Africa or in other parts in Asia. I think that we need to develop more power storage facilities and hydropower projects in Romania. For instance, there is a nice project which is really my background. I am a power engineer, which is to develop a new big hydropower plant on the Danube River. You know, the Danube River is the largest river in Europe, except Volga, but it's the largest. And it could be a very nice project too. And others. So indeed, of course, right now I'm not anymore in politics. I decided to go back.
But you also have power.
I decided to try to make a comeback in science. I'm a scientist in the field of climate science. And I'm very happy that I succeeded. But anyway, I would, as a former politician, I would recommend strongly to develop such common projects with China.
近年来，我们看到全球这个贸易战啊是愈发的严重，贸易保护主义抬头。那么全球供应链可以说面临严重的重组的问题。您曾经在多次的新闻当中也提出希望并呼吁阻止全球经济分裂。因此，在您看来，如何平衡国家安全与全球经济化之间的矛盾？那么在这样一个进程当中，罗马尼亚又扮演怎样一个重要的角色呢？
Your question is mainly about the new wave of protectionism in the world trade. And although it's well proven the fact that increasing trade is about increasing wealth, increasing the economic growth, even increasing productivity. Although we know that quite well, nevertheless, a new wave of protectionism was launched by the present President of the United States, Donald Trump. He thinks that the United States is better should be better if the tariffs are raised on a lot of imports from outside. Apparently, a number of Americans believe that this is the right policy. But every analysis made by the experts, by the economists, show that the result is not a win situation, because the enterprises need those products. Some of them are cheaper, meaning that the American people should buy more expensive products.
Yeah.
And also, of course, that new investments are also refraining from, because they don't know what would be next. I mean, in business in general and in investments especially, one of the most important things is predictability. By now, we don't have predictability in what concerns the trade barriers, you know. So I do hope that little by little, the American policy is going to be more flexible, to understand better which are the advantages for the United States itself, and in the end, to have a more friendly world trade, and to observe the regulations of the World Trade Organization. We have established the World Trade Organization precisely for a fair trade. So we should at least understand better if there are things to be changed. Probably there are things to be changed. Probably in that sense, President Trump has a point. But we can address those issues, to change what has to be changed, and to have in mind that trade is very beneficial to the whole world. We, Romania, as part of the European Union, we are an integrated market. European Union is about a unique market, no? And we understand very well, better than others, the advantages of no trade barriers. Within the European Union, there are no trade barriers, zero taxes. It's great. And the European Union also has some kind of agreements with other countries. For instance, European Union with Canada. European Union with Switzerland, for instance. European Union with Norway, which is not a member of the European Union. But we have trade agreements with them, and very beneficial ones. Protectionism is not a solution. Protection is not a solution, to put it bluntly. Changes are needed, okay. As I mentioned before, the trade between countries has to be balanced. I mean, these balances are not good. But these are things which can be discussed, debated, and things which can be solved.
So do you think in this very heavy solution, how to face the global challenges between China and the European countries together? How to treat like this global?
Just mentioned that every issue, which is every issue on trade, we are speaking about trade, every issue related to trade, which seems to be somehow negative, harmful. Okay, let's talk about that. And there are somewhere some reserve, some resources to be brought in new kind of trade, in improved volume of trade, and in the end to have a more balanced trade, as I told you. And it seems that China is ready to discuss every kind of complaints about this fact that China has a very large. No, the trade is very large, favorable to China, and is unbalanced trade with other countries, US, European Union, and so on. Everything has to be simply discussed. The projects which are important to be developed in the digital field, and mainly about the development of artificial intelligence. Of course, we have already very good results related to the use of artificial intelligence in healthcare, very good results. In monitoring and control of big industrial enterprises. We have also very much in common the question of the ambivalence of the artificial intelligence. There are great and very beneficial results from the use of artificial intelligence, but there are also some concerns. We are worried about the possibility that the artificial intelligence would not do what we want, but they will do what they want. And also very much important is to try to regulate the use of artificial intelligence for military purposes. We understand that it could be very harmful, and there are many proposals, and China is ready, expressed that China is ready to discuss about that, how to avoid that the military use of artificial intelligence to be regulated under an agreement, like it was like with the nuclear power, the nuclear weapons. It worked very well for many, many years. During the Cold War, there was not any kind of problem. Also, there were many nuclear weapons. Nevertheless, it never happened to very, very hot. A difficult moment was in 1963 in Cuba. But also it was a problem which was solved successfully even then, of course. Now, in what concerning the financial cooperation. Well, in financial cooperation, the problems are related to the transparency. We need to be more transparent. The use of artificial intelligence in financial activities, in financial operations, is so rapid, so quick, that sometimes we do not control them. And there is always a danger that there are hackers damaging the system. So there again, cooperation, this time financial cooperation, is needed, is very much needed. And it is, again, that's my strong feeling, that all the important countries with a big contribution to the financial movement should offer transparency. I give you a nice example about transparency. You know that a few months ago, a small startup in China developed the DeepSeek, which is as powerful, as qualitatively good as the OpenAI chat GPT. Now, this DeepSeek is the ChatGPT 4 needed $100 million to be developed. DeepSeek 6.
Yes.
But the most important thing is that the developer of the DeepSeek offered full transparency, which is not the case with the ChatGPT. So this thing impressed a lot of people in the world. The fact that the DeepSeek is completely transparent. You know exactly how it works. This is an example of the benefits from transparency.
So how do you use the DeepSeek in the future?
No, DeepSeek is already on the market. A lot of people are already using that. And I'm sure that many people in the West are using it. So that's it. Sometimes the American government tries to protect their own companies, their own. But in the meantime, in the digital world, this is useless because the things go very quickly, and you cannot just stop. So hopefully, again, let's have transparency. Okay.
中国很好。
中国很好。